What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. So, y'all know my favorite thing to do. I go to these anti-LeBron James channels, these LeBron James hate channels on YouTube, and I look at the nonsense and listen to the nonsense that they're spewing, right? So I go to channels like Dreamers Pro, Ticket TV, Carcino, Scap Attack, just to see what they pulling out there, you know what, you know? So Dreamers Pro, he decides that he's fed up because now he's seeing all these former NBA players and NBA players giving JJ Redick all these kudos, even when JJ Redick loses, right? He like, yo, I see this trend. They're all still praising JJ Redick even when he loses. There's a trend. They're praising him, and it's an agenda to knock down Coach Darvin Ham. It's an agenda, right? All of that. Now y'all remember when players from the 90s, former players from the 90s would prop Kobe Bryant up over LeBron James, all I heard from channels like Dreamers Pro is, well, the fans think this, you LeBron fans think this, but the players, they think another thing. The players know what they're talking about. They're the ones who are on the court with LeBron and Kobe. You got to take their word for it. So what the fuck happened to that? The players, they were the ones who, they know basketball X's and O's way better than we can even imagine, right? They do. Most of them do. So I thought the players were always the ones in the right. Or I guess you only use the players as the guys who had the best credibility when it fit your narrative that Kobe Bryant was better than LeBron James. Now that the players are still giving JJ Redick kudos for his basketball X's and O's, his schemes, his basketball mind, you're upset, right? But I thought the players knew best because you said they knew best when they elevated Kobe Bryant over LeBron James, when the guys from the 90s said Kobe was better than LeBron. You took the players' word for it then. But now the players don't know what they're talking about. They talking bullshit now because it don't go with your narrative, right? Because even through losses, players can still see great coaching schematics, great coaching adjustments. Even when guys aren't executing properly, they still can see, oh man, if he would have tried a little harder, gave a little more effort, that could have been a good play. That could have been a good defensive stop because I saw what they were trying to put together. I saw with JJ Redick, the play he was drawing up and how it could have worked had the guy made the shot, had the guy just cut to the basket harder, etc. Basketball players know this. But now you're trying to discredit the basketball players now because it doesn't fit your narrative that the players know best. You don't discredit the players when they say Kobe is better than LeBron James when the 90s players say that. Okay, I wonder why. So anyway, under that video, I saw a gentleman leave a comment. Under that video from Dreamers Pro. He said, the brother said, we all know LeBron is not for brothers, as much as he tries to make it seem he is. Look at his long list of minority coaches that he's got fired. Let me repeat that. The brother said, we all know LeBron James is not for brothers, as much as he tries to make it seem he is. Look at his long list of minority coaches that he got fired. First of all, brothers is code for black men. Then he goes to talk about, look at the long list of minority coaches that he got fired. What the fuck? Black people and minority, stop putting us under that label. He tried to trick you and say minority coaches because he know he really can't name black coaches. He can't name a long list of black coaches that LeBron has got fired, right? He can't. He doing that politician scheme, putting black people under minorities when they want to do stuff for other groups of people except black people. They'll do something for a Hispanic group of people or Asians or white women because everybody is a minority in this country that's not a white man. You can do stuff for white women, Hispanic people, Asian people, whatever, and it can be labeled as minorities. You can still skip out black people when you say the minorities, right? So he's doing the same thing. That's why as a black man, don't put me in a minority person of color. Say black people. He's trying to trick people. Oh, look at the long list of minority coaches that he got fired. Because he know he can't say black coaches like that. Let's go. Let's name all the people that LeBron James got fired, the black coaches. Darvin Ham, hell no. Every Laker fan that I know, whether they hate LeBron or love LeBron, they all agreed it was time for Coach Ham to go. Coach Ham was not good at basketball schematics, X's and O's. His rotations were not good. When the play called for a defensive stop, he would put guys on the court that could not guard a damn candy store with a machine gun, right? When it was time for when the Lakers needed scoring, he would have guys on the floor that could not score at all. He would have AD buried on the bench for minutes at a time, all the way to like 6 minutes in the fourth quarter. Have LeBron them sitting on the bench for 5 minutes in the fourth quarter, where it's too late for them to really have an effect and try to change the tide. He would do that a lot. AD buried on the bench to like 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Like, what are you doing? Anybody that saw the Lakers would be like, yo, this is not good, Coach Ham. I'm sorry. And for y'all who advocating for Coach Ham like that, we seen the footage of him in the huddle. Go hard on them dudes. Salute. Look at what Coach Ham over there doing on that assistant coaching staff over there with the Milwaukee Bucks. The Lakers right now are sitting at 4-4. They're 500. The Milwaukee Bucks are much less than 500 right now, with Giannis Antetokounmpo, one of the best players in the game. They goddamn like 1-7. And he over there on the bench with Glenn Doc Rivers, Darvin Ham is, and look how that shit looking over there. A train wreck. All right? But y'all advocate for Coach Ham so heavily. But anyway, let's go to another black coach who LeBron got fired. Who you gonna point out? Paul Silas? Paul Silas, man, rest in peace to Paul Silas. Paul Silas was not a good coach. He was not. LeBron was going crazy. He was being a young goon, a young gorilla on the court. And Paul Silas still could not coach them guys to wins to get to the playoffs. He couldn't, right? Coaching schematics was not that good. It was just he couldn't coach them to make a playoff push. And so the Cleveland Cavaliers front office say, you know what, we got this young dude LeBron over here. He's a dynamic player. He look like he's gonna be an all-time great player. We got to get somebody else in here. And guess who they replaced Paul Silas with? Mike Brown, right? And if anything, because the brother said, we know LeBron is not for brothers. We know that. Do we know that? Because when Mike Brown came, LeBron helped to elevate Mike in a lot of ways. Now, Mike, and to Mike's credit, he was outstanding at coaching defense. Outstanding at that. But he brought a lot of the offensive players from San Antonio, and who could really keep that into effect, bring that into effect like that? Some of it called for shooting. At that time, LeBron, his jump shot was still trying to come along at that time. But LeBron was still willing them boys to the best record in the Eastern Conference behind the great defense that Mike Brown was putting together on the court, right? But he had over there Mo Williams. Mo was 16 a game, but when it got to the playoff time, Mo had a lot of games he was shooting 4 of 19, 5 of 16 in playoff performances. Who he have over there? Zydrunas Ilgauskas. He's good for 13, 14 points. Big Z couldn't give you 20 when you needed it. He couldn't. Mo couldn't give you 20 when you needed it most. He couldn't. Larry Hughes' best years were in Washington, where he averaged 22 points a game and led the league in steals. When he got to Cleveland, he was injury prone a lot. He was hurt a lot. And he was just not a guy who could consistently give you 20 or close to 20. He couldn't give you 20 like that. And when you really needed it, he couldn't. Larry couldn't go get you 22 when you really needed it. He couldn't. Drew Gooden couldn't. Anderson Varejao couldn't. Sasha Pavlovich couldn't. Boobie Gibson really couldn't. None of that, right? But, he got his long. But who are these long list of minority coaches he got fired? He got David Blatt fired, and guess who he replaced David Blatt with? He advocated for Tyronn Lue, a black man, to be the head coach, and helped Tyronn Lue cement his legacy by getting that 3-1 lead down and coming back from that 3-1 lead to win the championship. He helped cement Tyronn Lue's legacy. Tyronn Lue did that. And once LeBron left, Tyronn Lue got fired a little bit after that when LeBron was gone, and then got another coaching job in L.A. with the Clippers. And LeBron tried to get him back over there in L.A. to coach the Lakers, but the Lakers went with Frank Vogel. Right? Or was it, I think it was Frank Vogel at the time. They went with Frank Vogel, or they went with Darvin Ham. Wait, I'm trying to remember. When did Tyronn Lue become the head? No, I'm sorry. LeBron tried to, when Darvin Ham, but when Frank Vogel got fired, LeBron was advocating for Tyronn Lue to come coach him over there. But the Lakers said, no, we're going to go with Darvin Ham, and he went with Ty. Ty Lue went over to L.A., right? So who the long list of minorities that LeBron got fired? I know more than likely, I believe he did want Coach Spo gone. But other than that, Coach Spo ain't black. I'm trying to talk about the narrative that LeBron is really not for brothers as much as he makes it seem. Last time I checked, who he got fired? He didn't get Paul Silas fired. Paul Silas got himself fired. Paul went on to coach the Charlotte Bobcats from 2012 to 2010 to 2012 and was done after that. He elevated Mike Brown, elevated Tyronn Lue, Darvin Ham, got himself fired. Who else he got fired? David Blatt. And then I told you, he replaced David Blatt with Tyronn Lue. So who was these long list of black coaches that he got fired? Because that's the narrative y'all like to push. Y'all say LeBron not really for brothers. Last time I checked, he helped to get Boobie Gibson paid, right? Helped to develop J.J. Hickson over there when J.J. was upcoming in Cleveland the first time around. He forced the Cleveland Cavaliers to pay J.R. Smith after J.R. Smith put on a great performance for them. When they came back from down 3-1, he made them pay J.R. Smith $50-something million. He made them pay Tristan Thompson when Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love went down in 2015 in the finals. When LeBron's second best player on the team was Matthew Dellavedova. LeBron, after that series, he made them pay Tristan Thompson $80-something million. It's another black man LeBron helped to get paid. Then when J.R. Smith was out the league, he brought J.R. Smith over there to L.A. to the Lakers to help get a championship during that 2020 run. LeBron's agent is a black man, Rich Paul, right? So people who run his business are all black men. So what is this that LeBron is not for brothers like that, huh? You sure? You sure? He got his black brothers that he grew up with, his black homeboys he grew up with in position to make a lot of bread, make a lot of money. Then his black brothers that he helped to elevate, Rich Paul and them, be getting other black brothers paid millions. Even guys who probably shouldn't even be getting the contracts they get. Draymond Green is one name to be. He got Rich Paul, a guy who LeBron helped to elevate, got Draymond a $100 million contract from Golden State when Dre ain't $100 million material like that. Especially not no more. No. Right? So what is this LeBron not really for brothers talk? What are you talking? What are you getting at when you say that? Yeah, I don't know what you mean. You know, because a lot of y'all Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan lovers, y'all push that shit. And I'll be asking y'all, so is Michael Jordan really for brothers like that? And don't talk about no charities that Michael Jordan has donated to minorities and shit. I'm talking about black brothers he elevated for real. Because y'all like to pull that shit out your ass. Kobe Bryant. Not even just Mike. Kobe Bryant, because y'all love though. LeBron ain't really for brothers. What brothers Kobe Bryant really be for? Shit, Paul Gasol, his best friend, and his children godfather, right? His agent is Rob Pelinka. You feel me? When you heard of Kobe really putting black brothers on like that? You feel me? So what are y'all getting at? Look, y'all really be upset that other people recognize LeBron be putting other black men in position? Y'all get mad. Y'all LeBron haters y'all get fucking furious. So y'all say, man, he ain't for brothers. He ain't really for no brothers, because y'all can't attribute that same shit to Michael Jordan and Kobe. But I know some of y'all gonna come on here, why do you gotta make a video and talk about Kobe and Michael Jordan in your video? Because I motherfucking can. That's why. And because I know a lot of the hate and vitriol that comes towards LeBron James are coming from the Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant fanatics. And a lot of these dudes be mad because certain shit that LeBron gets attributed and gets saluted for, it can't be attributed to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. Especially when it comes to the pro-black stuff. And I ain't saying LeBron is Malcolm X or Martin Luther King, and he ain't marching in no marches, but he at least speaks about these black issues that affect our community. Police brutality, he speaks up. And when he speaks up, anti-black white conservatives hate him when he does it. They despise him. They rake him through the coals every time he does it, and he still don't give a fuck and still speak up. And some of y'all gonna say it's not genuine. I don't give a fuck if it's genuine or not. He does it, and he brings attention to it, regardless if it's genuine or not. He still speaks about it. Unlike Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. I know y'all be getting mad when I say that, but I don't care. So is LeBron James really not for brothers? Really? Or there's some shit y'all made up because y'all hate LeBron.